A long time ago, the world knew nothing but shadows. The land was wrapped in endless darkness until a legendary hero appeared. With nothing but his hook, he pulled the sun close to the earth and gave light to the world. This man became known as the Guardian of the Sun, bringing order to the seasons. Soon after, another mysterious figure arrived from a place called the Realm of Dreams. He brought the moon with him and became the Guardian of the Moon. Together, they created balance, one ruling over the day, the other ruling over the night. To keep the cycle alive, a colossal stone giant dragged the sun across the sky, while a massive bird-like creature carried the moon in the opposite direction. Yet the two lights never crossed into each other's territory. The sun belonged only to the land of day, and the moon to the land of night. Strange, whimsical creatures lived on each side, divided in loyalty to either the sun's guardian or the moon's. Every few years, new guardians were chosen. On the day side, an arrogant but charming man named Sohon prepared for his election as the next guardian of the sun. In the night world, Leon, a brooding, serious man, was expected to become the guardian of the moon. Between day and night lived fragile beings made of wax. One of them was Glim, a spirited teenager who dreamed of seeing the coronation of the new guardians. Her father forbade her, fearing she would melt just as her mother had under the fierce afternoon heat. But Glim, stubborn and curious, decided to go anyway. Meanwhile, in the night world, a playful boy named Mune lived a carefree life. His mischievous behavior often caused trouble. Though he had a gentle gift, he could soothe restless dreamers and calm their nightmares. When Leon's ceremony began, Mune stumbled into the event, completely unprepared for what was about to happen. At the coronation, Master Zola passed the sun's power to Sohon without issue. But across the way, when Yule, the aging guardian of the moon, called forth the night's purest spirit to crown Leon, something unexpected occurred. The spirit ignored Leon, and instead chose Mune. Shocked and reluctant, Mune was forced to accept the role. Far below, in the underworld, the dark entity Necros learned that Zola had retired. Seeing his chance, he unleashed shadowy serpents to corrupt a vulnerable soul. They slithered toward Leon, whose bitterness over being rejected burned in his heart. Tempted by promises of power, Leon struck a deal: deliver the sun to Necros, and he would gain the guardianship he craved. Mune, still uncertain of his worth, was brought to the moon's temple atop the giant bird. There, he discovered glowing threads spun by spider-like creatures that tethered the moon to its carrier. These threads could be plucked like harp strings to steer the temple. Overwhelmed, Mune doubted himself even more. Meanwhile, Sohon inherited Zola's temple but found his warrior skills useless. The temple was run by science, not strength. His frustration mirrored Mune's. Soon disaster struck. Mune's inexperience caused the moon to slip from its path. While he managed to recover it, the carrier shut down, leaving him floating with the moon like a balloon. Sohon, furious, accused Mune of incompetence. Seizing the moment, Leon manipulated Sohon, urging him to abandon his temple and confront Mune. Sohon agreed, leaving the sun unguarded. Necros' minions immediately stole it and carried it into the underworld. Darkness began to spread across both lands. Glim, witnessing the theft, ran to find Sohon. By the time she arrived, he was already berating Mune. Believing Leon's lies, Sohon stripped Mune of the moon and handed it to Leon. But the stolen sun soon disappeared into the underworld, plunging the world into chaos. In Leon's hands, the moon withered to dust without the sun's presence. Both lights were gone, and the earth fell into turmoil. Leon's triumph was short-lived, as the moon temple lost control and staggered toward the underworld. Meanwhile, Glim, Sohon, and Mune formed an uneasy alliance. Along the way they encountered Phospho, a disgraced former guardian of the moon, who admitted Necros had once been a guardian of the sun before corruption twisted him. Though Phospho was cowardly, he gave Glim protection from heat, allowing her to survive the sun's presence. The group split. Sohon ventured into the underworld to reclaim the sun, while Mune and Glim pursued the broken moon temple. Using his gift of calming dreams, Mune revived the exhausted bird carrier, and discovered the moon had vanished into the dream world. He and Glim leapt through the portal to retrieve it. Inside the dream realm, nightmares swarmed them, twisting reality. Mune realized his true strength. His ability to soothe dreams could banish the shadows. Using his power, he carved a new moon from a crystal at the heart of the realm. Together, he and Glim returned with the reborn moon. At the same time, Sohon battled Necros in the underworld, barely holding his ground against the darkness. Phospho reappeared, redeeming himself by helping Sohon resist corruption. Mune and Glim joined the fight, and Glim rekindled the sun with her breath, sacrificing herself as she melted away. Fueled by grief and determination, Mune used his powers to drag Necros into the dream world. There, he tore the corruption from the fallen guardian's soul. Necros was finally freed, turning to stone like the guardians before him. Mune gathered Glim's melted remains, and carefully reshaped her body, placing her within a sanctuary beside a fragment of the moon. The sun and moon were restored to their rightful paths, and Sohon acknowledged Mune as the strongest guardian of all. In time, Glim awakened, her body transformed by Phospho's gift. She could now withstand both sunlight and moonlight. Reunited with Mune, their bond deepened, no longer just friends but partners, carrying forward the balance of day and night together.